Hi year one and welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson. Yesterday I saw some fantastic number jumble games and I know that some of you did a really good job of getting all the numbers in the right order in less than 30 seconds, which was super duper. So today we're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to do it backwards this time. So testing our brains, warming our brains up, but going backwards. So again, you will need your whiteboard and you're going to write numbers from 1 to 20 all over your whiteboard, so jumbling them up. Okay, so they're not all in the same order, they're not a number line today, we're going to jumble them. Remember, ask an adult to do this if you want an extra challenge, because then you won't remember where you wrote those numbers. So pause the video, grab your whiteboard, grab your pen and get those numbers written down, ready to go. So again, I'm going to do it and we will see how fast I can do it. Use a timer if you want to. Remember, you can go onto YouTube and get that timer, or you can use your watch or another device at home. Okay, so counting backwards. So if I've got numbers from 1 to 20, I know that the first number I need to be looking for is 20, and I'm going to stop at 10 and I'm going to see how fast I can do it. Are we ready? Now yesterday I had a bit of a tricky time trying to find the numbers because they were really jumbled up, so let's see how good we are. Okay, 20, 19, it's a 1 and 9, 10 and 9 more, 18, where's 18? There. And then 17, oh I nearly went for 7, there. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, oh where's 12, oh 11, 10. Okay, so I got that really quite fast and I think I'm beating my time each time I do that. So you're going to go all the way to 0, okay, seeing how fast you can do it. Remember, this is your start, this is your warm-up to get your brains working. So you can pause and challenge yourself with an adult and keep going and seeing if you can beat your time, okay, until you feel ready and your brain's warmed up enough to start our workbooks for the day, okay? So let's have a look then what we've got in our workbooks for today. Okay, so moving on to our workbooks then, we're going to start at the reception workbook, so Key Stage 1 Maths for reception, and you're going to turn today to page 7. Okay, so yesterday we were having a look at one less and one more. Now today we're going to do exactly the same again, but you will see there is a different word here, and we're looking at the word after today, and the question asks us to write the number that comes after each number. After also means the same as one more or the next number in that number line, okay? And remember, using our 100 square like we did yesterday, after means jumping on, so forwards, more, after, okay? So looking then at the number, so we know that 1 after 2, so the number that comes after the number 2 is the number 3. The number that comes after the number 1, so finding the number 1, after, more than the number 2. Okay, and you've got the same here, but this time you're looking at the word before, and before means one less than, okay, jumping backwards, one less, the number before, okay. And then here we've got a number line. It's asking us to first put each of these numbers here in the correct place. So remember, our numbers are getting bigger, so what comes after the number 1? 2, is the number 2 here? Yes it is, so I'm going to cross that out and I'm going to write the number 2 here. Okay, so then looking for the next number in our number line. See if you can get all the way to 10. Maybe challenge yourself and see if you can get any further. See if you can find 11, 12 and so on. And then on the last question today in the reception booklet, you've got to fill in the gaps. Okay, so using those super thinking skills, 100 square to help if you need it, finding which number comes where on that number line, okay? Moving on then to the year 1 maths book, so maths, work out year 1, and again today we are on page 7. So today we are looking at ordering numbers, and here we've got pairs of numbers. So 2 numbers make a pair, and it's asking us to find which number is less in each pair, okay? So out of the numbers 5 and 7, we know that 5 is the smaller number. It is the least out of those two numbers, okay? So moving to 1b, 12 and 9. Which one is the smaller number? Which is the least? Which is less than the other? Okay? Remembering that the vocabulary, those words mean the same thing. Less, least, smaller. Okay? Then you've got the same, but for larger numbers. So which one is more? Which is the biggest? Which is larger? And then you've also got some ordering. So again, thinking about your vocabulary, smallest number first, okay? And it's really important that we listen to the question and we read the question properly, because this is what tells us how to answer the question correctly. So here we're looking for the smallest number first, and here we are looking for the largest number. So this page today is nothing that you haven't done before, okay? You can find one more and one less. You know what number is bigger than another. It's just the vocab today. So thinking about the vocabulary that might be a little bit different than what you've normally heard, but it means the same as other words that you've already done, okay? So a nice challenge there for you today, and getting that maths vocab in our brains as well. Moving on then to the Year 2 booklet, you've got quite a tricky challenge today, and you've got some partitioning. Now that might be a new word for some of you, okay, but all it means is breaking down the number into tens and ones to help us to solve the problem. And I know that you know what tens are and what ones are. So because we know those two things, I think we can have a really, really good go at this learning today. So let's have a look then at our activity. So here, the first question is asking us to break the number into tens and ones to find each answer. Okay? So here it says break the first number into tens and ones. So here we know that 13 is 1 10 and 3 ones, okay? So if I add my 1 10 to my 4 10s here, because remember 40 is 4 10s, isn't it? So if I add my 1 10 to my 4 10s, I will have 5 10s. Don't forget now, I need to add my ones. Now I haven't got any ones here, have I? So I've only got my 3 ones. So I'm going to put my 3 ones here. So that means I've got 5 10s now and 3 ones. So it's a really, really nice way and an easy way to find answers to sums that might look a little bit tricky. Let's just do the next one together. So here we've got the number 22. So I know that in the number 22, I've got 2 10s and 2 ones. Okay? Now, over here, I've got the number 6 on its own. Have I got any 10s in this number? No. I've got just 6 ones, because 6 is a number on its own. So I know now that I've only got 2 10s still. So I'm going to start my answer with my 2 10s. But I do have 2 ones here and 6 ones there. So I need to add my 2 and my 6 ones together, which makes 8. So I've got 8 ones. So 2 10s and 8 ones means that my answer is 28. Okay? So a little bit of a tricky question there, but it makes it really easy to answer sums that might seem a little bit difficult, okay? And then in question 2, you've got to do a similar thing again, partitioning, so breaking those numbers into tens and ones to help you answer those trickier sums, okay? So when we've got sums that have got 2 numbers, add 2 numbers, sometimes seem trickier than they are, and breaking them down into tens and ones will help you. So looking at the example in the booklet and then working on from there, okay? A real good challenge today, but I think that you'll do a really good job. So make sure you send us this page so we can give you some feedback, okay? And maybe we might be able to help you if you do get a little bit stuck. Have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow.